Alrighty, so however well mixed this is what you get. I've been playing this game, Dwarf Fortress. It's cool. It's up there, I think, where I am. We are going to play it, and I will explain it as we play it. Now is a good time to let you guys in on the secret of this game. The concept of it, the crux of it, is procedural storytelling. So it's just a ton of interconnected systems. I love systems that combine in such a way that you get random things happening that were never programmed intentionally. Anyway, so we're seeing here the game is starting to simulate the backstory of the world. We got some great things here. In the early autumn of year 48, the human Thrapton Action Shoots became obsessed with her own mortality and sought to extend her life by any means, having ambitions for which death was only a small obstacle. 60, the mighty group of the Nations of Pointing founded Rainy Cosmos. Anyway, tons of fun stuff like this. We're going to continue generating because I've sent it to do a lot of generating, and hopefully that ends up being cool. The fun part of this is following the people in your town and watching them grow up, and I thought that actually might be more fun if I made a video of it, because I'll play, I'll know what's going on, and then later I can almost look back and try and remember the story of what's going on, have like a record of it when I edit it. There's artifacts being made, I think are the purple ones, so we're getting pretty close here to the point where I don't know what I'm talking about. If you're watching this for an intro, you should not be watching. If you're watching this for a guide intro, just look up Krug Smash or intro to Dwarf Fortress. You'll find something better. And I assume the amount of intro guides are only going to explode now that this nicer version is out there. In the midsummer of 161, the Rock Urasp beach jungles, the Cyclopean, rooted the Fellowship of Embraces of the Immortal Kingdom and destroyed plain phrases. Okay, year 175. Let's use the world. So, while we're here, I'm going to talk about this shawl that Emma made me. It's very soft, and it's very nice, and it's new, which is why I'm wearing it even indoors, because it's fun to wear new things. And now we get to look at the world. Look at that world. See paths. Kind of like the idea of being on a path, but I have a feeling these are not great because those seem goblin and human-y. We're dwarves. Elves, humans, and goblins are hostile. And here we go. We got clay, very deep soil. But that's not in the mountainy area, is it? There we go. We'll have a river for fishing. We'll have a bunch of different metals. We've got light aquifer, which means we should be able to get water. Click on the map to embark. So we'll get some trees in there. We'll get some rocks in there. Let's try it. Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? Play now. Prepare for the journey carefully. We're going to play now, because I don't know enough to prepare more carefully than the devs would. A dwarven outpost. You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidden wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of Al-Zafan Atast. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook. Provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now, enough time to delve secure lodgings, ere the black bears get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place, Undazad, Present Gate. Strike the earth. All right. Oh, we're going to pause there. We are also going to look at our world. So I got to say, I'm pretty cheesed with our pick. This might be a little too much open area, but no matter. We have fairly large mountain here. That's what this gray area is. So I am excited about that. Now if you're curious, each map is a Z level. So you can see here, this is the mountain slowly being built, and then the foggier it is, the more below the camera it is. We are starting pretty low, I suppose, but we're kind of in this valley here, and so we'll have all this room to make the top level of our guy. We can build it in there, and of course almost immediately we're going to dig down, so it really doesn't matter too much how that looks. Okay, so let's get to know our people before we get rolling. Start the expedition leader. Personality. He has very good creativity and willpower, but he has a questionable spatial sense, poor empathy, and little patience. Ah, what a great guy to lead us. He dislikes helping others. He is impolite and inconsiderate of propriety. He is grounded in reality. Well, that's good. He relies on the advice of others during decision making. That's also a good leader attribute, to a point. Generally acts impartially and is rarely moved to mercy. So it sounds like we got a guy who is no nonsense, which I suppose is probably good out in these parts. Id Basersakust, who is our planter. She has a great ability to focus, a very good feel for social relationships, and a lot of willpower, but has poor memory and poor creativity. She is moved by art and natural beauty, and she is troubled by this since she dislikes the natural world. Amazing. Oh, we got a cast of characters here, don't we? So what's our fisherman up to? He's already fishing. The madman. He has a good intellect, but he has an iffy sense for music, little willpower, a shortage of patience, a little difficulty with words, and quite poor focus. But I feel like you need patience and perseverance to fish. Nonetheless, he is part of our troop. We have a metal crafter. Zuglar Parched Hall. I will from now on be doing the English names. She has good creativity and a good feel for social relationships, but has a poor kinesthetic sense. We have Obok Rampart Helps. Who's our mason. She has a great affinity for language, a very good feel for social relationships, and a sum of patience, but she has poor spatial sense, quite poor focus, and poor creativity. I am sensing a lot of no-nonsense people here. You got a Vooz Earthen Snake, our woodworker. She has a great sense of empathy, but she has poor focus, questionable spatial sense. It needs a little natural inclination towards music. Well, we don't need music, so... And we got Godden Fellbasement, our miner. Great creativity, very good intuition, and a good memory, but he has poor focus. Okay, time to start thinking about what we'll do. I think the first thing we're going to do here is find a good place to start digging into the mountain. I'm thinking one of these almost peninsulas is going to be a good bit. Easy to defend. Imagine have an entrance somewhere in here, and then you've got, like gate up here. You can have archers, and then here you could have some sort of trap or some sort of front courtyard. That could be kind of fun. And I think that might be the best one because it's skinny. It's big. Otherwise, we could do this one. This one could be somewhat fun. Although, like I said, that's just a lot bigger to get into. So I will start some mining orders. While that happens, I suppose we should also get some stockpiles. So these guys are going to be where our guys put things. And I think we're going to want a lot of lumber to start with. So that'll be all. All things will go here. And then slowly we'll move them indoors. I'm going to set some trees to be timbered. Just in a little area. I will also set some gathering to happen so we start getting some food stockpiled. And I will also set up a zone for meeting. This will be where our guys hang out when they're vibing. Something like this. Let's see if I can... Oh, nice. Okay, so there's a little meeting area, which is where they will all hang out when they have nothing to do. And I will also set up a pasture such that our animals can hang out relatively freely. Alright, when I hit unpause, our guy should start working. Actually, we can look here and look at what our tasks are currently. We've got gathering plants, falling trees, and fishing for a fisher dwarf. And then we've got move things to stockpile, which is basically start offloading the wagon and moving it over here. They're probably going to gather for a little bit, not too long. I didn't select the largest area. And hopefully with a map like this, we've really got space to collect. Believe if we dig in here, we should be able to get some plants going. So let's see if we can do that real quick. We got nothing to catch in the central swamps. Not quite sure why we would be catching things in swamps now. Maybe our fisher dwarf is being a little weird. Out in the rain and he was annoyed. Well, good for you, bud, aren't we all? It's rather annoying to wait, huh? I would like to get a crop planted for spring, but take your time, I guess. Take your time. It's all the same to me, really. Oh, there we go. We got a guy mining. And... well, that's not great. That seems to be stone. I was really hoping it would be nice and soily, but yeah. I suppose that's pretty up there. Maybe down here would be better. Let's see. See if we dig in here. Just as almost like a pilot hole. See if there's any ground or not that is plantable. Nope. That is also, well, fudge. So, what's going on here is I'm trying to find a place with soil that I can... a lot of dwarven food is grown underground, and so we might need to make irrigation. Whew, which I don't know how to do, so it will be an adventure for all of us, I do believe. But what I will do is start this as a sort of stock room. So we'll do this. This will be some sort of ground level storage room that we could even, you know, eventually turn into war rooms here. Man, a little disappointed that we immediately hit rock, but what can you do? Mayhaps we can also go down. I like to go down to even numbers, so let's say 30 will be the start of our fortress in earnest. Yes, I want more. Is that so bad? Says Id Faint Tombs, our planter. Satisfied with remembering work. Love if she catches up in a new romance. Oh. She's in love with Zuglar, the expedition leader. I am sure they'll be happy together. With all the stuff they have in common. Oh. Huh. Fish. How's that doing? It was raining on me. It's annoying. Oh, Zolban, you keep being the fun, funky, fresh guy you are. I'm going to put a stockpile here for convenience, and eventually what this will be is this will be like our visitor dormitory. This staircase is going to be our main staircase. Currently it goes down to, well, we'll go down to 30, and that'll be where we put our storage. And I'm thinking 30 will be workshops, 29 will be storage for the workshops, and then maybe at like 25 will be mass storage. Got a lot of people lazing, so I'm going to set them to gather. Hey, dear.
Hey, dear. What goes on?
Oh, I'm playing this and I'm recording it so I can make a video.
Whoa.
Right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on the video. You're somewhere down there.
Oh.
See?